5-foot deep raging water blasts by my house every time it rains. You know, our fears are that somebody's going to drown.
The rain is really coming down in downtown Miami.
Oh my God! Please come inside!
We're at the corner of Grandview and Linda Vista in Flagstaff, where water just came rushing down this street today.
When something bad happens to our neighbors, like a huge muddy mess, then we all gather together to help out.
It was really the south side out here in Gila Bend that was hit the hardest, and now we're getting just a huge scope of really what this damage looks like.
I sat down on the chair and he looked out the window and he said, "Mom, the water's here and it's going over the cement."
It has been a disastrous year for parts of Arizona when it comes to flooding, much of it from wildfire burn scars in places like Flagstaff and the Globe Miami area. Monsoon storms turn entire communities into rivers in really just a matter of moments. And to make things worse now, the National Flood Insurance Program will expire in just a few days, coming up on October 1st. So starting next month, experts say as many as 75% of Arizonans with FEMA flood insurance policies could have to pay even more every month to protect their homes. Elliot Polikoff joining us live from Flagstaff tonight, where families continue to be hard hit by flooding from the museum fire, Elliot, which burned 2 years ago.
I'm at the corner of Grandview Drive and Linda Vista Drive. This is an area that was hit hard by that recent burn scar fire flooding, and you can see here these are the walls and the sandbags that were been here for months. But I want you to take a look at the driveways on Grandview Drive right here, and more specifically how there are no cars in these driveways. They're all on the side of the road. That's because every entrance into these driveways is blocked off by sandbags. You literally have to climb over the sandbags to be able to get into the driveways. Now, not everybody in Flagstaff obviously has flood insurance policies, but for those that do, the likelihood that they're going to increase, that's just another tough burden for this community to have to deal with.
Tess McDaniel has lived in Flagstaff since 2002. She's seen her neighborhood shift from being quiet to being in the thick of the museum fire burn scar flooding.
My boyfriend was on that fire and texted me from the fire line and said get flood insurance because he could see the drainage was coming straight down through the street.
At the time, FEMA waived the waiting period, and Tess and her boyfriend have paid about $600 a year for that added level of protection.
It did make me feel a little bit better with insurance. We put so much into this house. It's our home. People keep telling us just to move away, but this is our home.
But come October for new insurance policies and April for existing ones, that insurance could come at an extra cost.
The big change is that before, flood insurance was basically based on where you live. Now it's going to be based on where you live and the individual risk that your home faces for flooding.
Nick Vinzant, who has spent the last 6 months analyzing FEMA's flood insurance data, says that risk depends on everything from historic flooding to the cost of replacing your home or the soil that's around it. He says for the overwhelming majority of the 75% of Arizonans that will see a price increase, it'll be less than $20 per month. But for many, those costs can quickly add up.
Especially with COVID layoffs. Like, I'm searching for a job right now, so it's hard to pay for all this. So it's gonna be an impact for sure.
Vinzant says that those here in Coconino County will see the highest number of policy increase in price. Obviously, not too many silver linings surrounding this situation, but one that is happening is that Vinzant says that 16% of people that have flood insurance policies, they're going to see a decrease in their prices here in Arizona by more than $20 per month. In Flagstaff, Elliot Polikoff, Arizona's Family.